Securing your future with the right estate plan all depends on where you are in your life's journey. We'll be talking about different estate plans for different times in people's lives. Our goal of Elder Law Group, ELG Estate Planning, with providing this information on the live webinar and then on Facebook and on YouTube, is to provide information that is easily understandable, it is accurate, and it is appropriate so that you will not feel overwhelmed by all the information that might be coming to you. We want to demystify estate planning, bring down those barriers so that you feel comfortable in taking the next step, the next action to secure your future through the right estate plan. Now, if you've been holding off on doing your estate plan, you are in very good company. I wanted to share with you that I was recently at a meeting of very successful business people. I was speaking with a gentleman who said he has no estate plan, and I was kind of flabbergasted. I thought that somebody who is a successful business person, of course, they understand the importance of an estate plan, having it in place, yet he didn't. And part of our discussion was because there's no urgency to it. You don't need an estate plan until you do. You don't need an estate plan until you pass or until you no longer can make an estate plan. It is too late. So I want to talk with you a little bit about what does that mean to be too late. Obviously, we all understand what it means that if you've passed and you don't have an estate plan, there can be a lot of problems that you leave for your loved ones. But what this gentleman didn't think about, and he had a very simple situation. He was single, he had one daughter. It would be really easy to put an estate plan in place for him to make things quite easy for her when he has passed. So we talked about that. And I said, but what happens if you should become incapacitated? I mean, nobody wants to think about losing the ability to make their own decisions, but we know it happens. So, what he didn't realize, and one of the things I want to make sure that I share with you so that you do realize, is that if you lose the ability to make your own decisions while you are alive and you don't have in place the right estate plan, you will be subject to a court ordered guardianship or conservatorship. Now, what does that mean? So, as I explained it to him, what it means is, and maybe your daughter will be appointed as the court ordered guardian for you, but all of your affairs, your financial affairs, your personal affairs, everything is laid out in a plan in the courtroom in the county where you reside. So, can you just imagine the horror of this? To this gentleman I was speaking with, I do believe I created a little bit of urgency with him. If something were to happen, if he were to have a stroke, if he were to be in a car accident, some other bad thing happened to him, so he can't make his own decisions, then everything in his life is in the courtroom. He's under a court-ordered guardianship or conservatorship. His business, all of his business interests are laid out in a very public record in the court. His personal care plan, what his day-to-day looks like for taking care of him, is all laid out in a very public report that's accessible to anybody because it's under a court-ordered guardianship. We now also call it conservatorship here in Washington. All of that can easily be avoided by having a good plan, in particular, a good general durable power of attorney for finances and a durable power of attorney for healthcare. So when it comes to estate planning, this very smart, very successful businessman didn't realize that he was missing a big part of the picture of an estate plan, which is not just what happens when you die, but what happens if during your lifetime you become incapacitated. If you don't have an estate plan yet, you are in really good company, but it's really not that great a company. You want to set yourself up for success, which means having the right estate plan for you for wherever you are at in your life's journey.